Welcome to the historic aircraft carrier Yorktown. I'm Tom Ford, Patriots Point Volunteer Coordinator, a dream job for any old Navy guy. Behind me is a land-based medium bomber from World War II, a B-25 Mitchell. You might ask, why do we have an Army Air Force bomber on the Yorktown? And how did it get on our hangar deck? The Mitchell's history is actually directly linked to aircraft carriers and to South Carolina. In early 1942, the 17th Bombardment Group, which at that time was the most experienced group in the Mitchell, flew from Pendleton, Oregon, all the way across the continent to Columbia, South Carolina Army Airfield for an as yet undisclosed mission. Among the crews were two native South Carolinians, Citadel grad Lieutenant Horace Crouch and Lieutenant William Farrow. Also in the group was First Lieutenant Robert Ford, my dad. Soon after their arrival, the air crews were assembled to meet Lieutenant Colonel James Doolittle, who would lead them on a top-secret mission to bomb Tokyo, Japan, striking back after the Pearl Harbor attack in December 1941. Doolittle chose the 16 all-volunteer crews who would eventually fly on the Doolittle raid. I imagine, much to his disappointment, my dad was not one of them. However, he was soon reunited with his squadron mates. In May 1942, he flew his B-25 from Colombia via Brazil, North Africa, India, and over the Himalayas to Kunming, China, where he flew bombing missions against the Japanese. Departing Colombia and after training at Eglin Field, Florida, the Raiders flew to Alameda, California. Although heavily modified to extend their range, in 1942, the only way our aircraft could hit the Japanese mainland was by getting the airfield closer to the target. That airfield was the aircraft carrier USS Hornet. Although there was great risk in the plan and many challenges to overcome, the Raiders successfully delivered their bombs on Japanese targets and, due to fuel shortage, had to bail out or crash land in the surf of China's coast. The April 18th raid was militarily insignificant, but tremendously successful psychologically, as the Japanese were forced to rethink their defensive plans, leading to their stunning defeat and loss of 4 fleet aircraft carriers at the Battle of Midway in June. Our B-25 commemorates and teaches the story of the Doolittle raid and the incredible bravery and ingenuity of American military forces. So how did it get here? This B-25 Delta model was built in Kansas City, Kansas in August 1942. After a brief stint as an Army Air Force trainer, it was sold and resold to various individuals and companies, having been refurbished as a VIP showplane. In April 1981, its owner and aviation enthusiast, Kip DuPont, turned the plane over to Patriots Point. She was flown here from Delaware to Isle of Palms, barged to Yorktown, and craned aboard. Recently, Patriots Point's exhibit technicians modified the aircraft to resemble the Doolittle Raider B-25B's equipment, paint scheme, and decals, including the ruptured duck, nickname of the plane flown by Ted Lawson, author of 30 Seconds Over Tokyo. This is truly a special exhibit, and we hope you will come see it yourselves along with the rest of our museum. For more on our exhibits, aircraft, and ships, go to patriotspoint.org. From the crew here at Patriots Point, we hope to see you soon.